Hi there. I decided to do cross stitch as my surface ornamentation. I found a pattern on the DMC website and then I printed out the stitch chart, which I then used to create this little flower. It was called a floral stencil. I'll flip this around now so you can see what I was doing. This is the final result that I did. So I used a cross stitch fabric, and on there I embroidered with obviously the cross stitch this little flower. I used darker cotton for the stem and the tiny little leaves, and then I used a lighter green for the leaves. Then the actual flower, I used like a dark browny reddy color in the middle, and then a lighter pink on the bottom and a darker pink on the top. And then I put the reddy color in again on the as a little border. I just used half the stitch, and I actually thought it looked quite effective. I could probably make a bag charm or something from this. I think that would be quite nice if I stitched it together and put a bit of padding in the middle. Yeah, so I got a piece of the embroidery fabric, and then I actually started with the leaves. So I did all the crosses, the stitches one way, and from the bottom left to the top right, and then I worked back from the bottom right to the top left. I used two strands of the embroidery cotton and a embroidery needle, and then embroidered this little flower, which I actually am quite happy with. You can see the full pattern goes right across. It's like a little border, but I think just the little motif is quite effective, and I could even possibly use that on an accessory or even possibly on an article of clothing.